Good, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Traders YouTube, also known as Shifu Forex, Masters of Forex. It's been a while. We did a breakdown on the charts, but we're right back. We're doing one right away. So get yourself prepared. A lot of information will be dissected right here on the chart in this week breakdown. As we know, it's been an hour and 20 minutes since the market opened for the week, and for now we're not expecting much moves, but we have specific pairs we're already looking out for and expecting them to do what we want them to do. In the course of this call, a senior trader will be joining us hopefully, and then will also be giving us a view of what he has. So straight to what we have on ground right here. We have Audjpy on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, and you'll see it's already been marked up, and we're just anticipating for price to get to our areas of interest. And remember the rules: we don't predict the market, we only react to what price does. So we're not going to be predicting the market, rather we're going to be reacting to what price is going to be doing for the week. And note, this is just a technical outlook. Fundamental is still there, which is very much important when it comes to Forex trading. It is most important because fundamentals actually move the market. We only just use the technicals to get our areas of interest and know where we're going to be reacting from. So right here we've got Audjpy on a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, what you can see here, we had this area where price was trying to do its thing. Price rallied. Price rallied to the upside. Price rallied to the upside. And started creating a kind of patterns. And we all know in retail trading, this could be called a pennant. We have this impulsive move, we have the corrective move, and then we're expecting price to create a sample of this impulsive move to the upside. But what did price do? Price just went a bit above. Price just went a bit above the structured level, this area right here. Price just went a bit above this area. And we saw the after price went up, price came down aggressively. Now, we might want to know why price did that. We all know that at the top of equal highs and equal lows and support and resistance levels, retail traders place their stop loss around these levels, and then the institution know that these levels can be manipulated. These levels also can be seen in trend lines. When we place trend lines on the chart, and then we'll get a break of the trend line, and due to the lack of proper information or proper digested information, some traders, whenever they get a break of trend line, they don't really understand that a break of trend line is necessarily not a break of market structure. So whenever they see a break of trend line, they are looking to go the other way. Okay, yeah, there's a change in direction. They don't know a break of trend line can just happen. Trend lines are what you just put on the chart. They need to be a proper break of structure before we look out for something else. So right at this top here, we have a double top. This is our first top and the second top. And then we have this here. If we could look critically with the eye of a retail trader, like what I did before, this is actually a good pennant, and I'm looking to buy from the breakout. I'm not looking to buy from the breakout. So many traders will be looking to either just buy the breakout or wait for the breakout and wait for retest back to the area before going out. That's for traders who trade the break and retest strategy. But right here, we can see how price just went massively above that equal area. Price flew about 127 pips, and price actually came back, breaking the last low that caused this move. Breaking the last low that caused this move. So right here, we would have said this is an impulsive corrective. If we were to label this, we can call this impulsive corrective, impulsive corrective, and impulsive. So this is just like a typical uptrend, something, and when price dropped, price made sure it broke this place. It was intentional. Price broke that place intentional to show you that, okay, we are most likely to be having a change of trend. And if we look at this could be like a sign of weakness in the schematics. This could be like a sign of weakness. So we've had this impulsive move. We've had this swing right here that broke market structure to the downside. So right here, what are we anticipating? What are we anticipating? Anticipating a corrective move to the upside to an area of interest. And I'm also expecting a corrective move. We have several areas whereby we expect the market to get close to. For example, we have this equal high, as so many individuals will be looking to short from that equal high. And looking to short from that equal high is most likely to leave stop losses above that area. Stop losses above that area. I think it will be more understandable if I make use of the dollar sign at that point. So there will be liquidity around this area, and then we'll be anticipating price to come from this point back to the top. And so many people will be looking to short, so I might just get something like this back to the upside before we actually get that drop. So for Audjpy, this is what we are most looking out for this week. We're waiting for price to do all this and get to this area before we short. And mind you, if we should cast our Fibonacci from the swing high to the swing low, we are definitely playing around the 71.8 to the 88.6, which is a premium entry for institutional trading. And right here on the 4-hour, we got right here on the 4-hour time frame, we got a little open order right there, a little order block, and before that order block, we have an IPA that hasn't been filled yet, an improper price action that is yet to be filled. So we have so many things to make us believe that price is going to get back to the stop then before we experience a drop to downside. So for this is our outlook on Audjpy, and then we'll be going to the next. We have several pairs, and we'll try to cover each and every one of them as quickly as possible. So we'll be going to the next one, NZDJPY. NZDJPY is the next one on the card, NZDJPY. So right here, we have Usdchf, and this area has been marked out. We are seeing a potential accumulation. We are seeing a potential, distribution schematics where we have, this is the ST, we have the BC, this is the rally to the upside, the BC, the ST. We have the AR, we have the ST in phase B, and we're expecting a UTAD. Now, this could be an ST, and this point can be a last point of supply. So if we don't get a UTAD to the stop, which is the uptrust after distribution, that is the final move, I'm expecting price to bust down here, giving us a sign of weakness and also clearing out liquidity, because we know that is a triple bottom we are already seeing there. So many traders have already placed their trade looking to catch the move to the upside, looking to catch the move to the upside. And we all know what is below all these areas. We all know what's below them. We've got this drip right here. We've got money, money, money right there. And then we have this imbalance right here. So price is most likely to get right to this point and drop, or price can rally up to the final upside and give us an uptrust after distribution. And that line was placed for something. I think I'll need to go to higher time frame to understand why that line was actually placed, to understand why. Yes, so on the weekly time frame, we have an open order block, which is an extra confirmation to see why price is most likely to give us a UTAD, to give us an uptrust after distribution. So we are most likely to have something like this. We are most likely to have this move right here. Then price just maybe retraces back and boom to the UTAD area before we get a real drop to the downside, before we get a real drop to the downside, before we get this drop, because on the daily we are having an open order right here, and this will serve as an area of equal high, where above we'll have stop losses and liquidity that will surely be swept. And we all know manipulation loves to occur around those liquid areas, and a move above 10 pips, a fake out move above 10 pips could pass for manipulation, could be called manipulation. And from the equal high area to the other block, we have around 67 pips. So most likely we're going to have a manipulation around this area. So our fingers crossed, we are looking to short right from the UTAD area on the chart. So if you are just joining us, so if you're just joining us, we're doing a breakdown for the week. Just kindly listen carefully. So right here, this is Usdchf, and we're trying to look out on what we'll be having here. So the UTAD right here, this line right here, that is an open order, the opening of the open order. If I'm to go deeper into it, I'm going to look out for, to go deeper, I'm going to mark out the opening and the 50% of this candlestick and just watch how price plays till it gets to that point. As we know, the orders, the institutions stack up their orders at the opening and at the 50%, but the opening usually carries the most order on the candlestick. So the mitigation is usually very strong at the opening, but nevertheless, we can still have price push to the 50% of the order block. And if this happens to be around an institution whole number, which is around the 8,800 and the 88,150, so we can still see price play around the 8,800 and the 88,150. We just have to be ready whichever one comes out, and we play along with price. And we play along with price. So right here is just our breakdown, all the pairs we'll be looking out for the week. At the end of this breakdown, this video will be made available for individuals to rewatch and get what we are looking out for. So the next pair on our list is the USD JPY. We see that for quite some time now, the US dollar has been gaining massive strength. So for the USD JPY, we'll still be looking in line with going higher on the USD JPY. And I'll be starting from the daily time frame to see where I'll be going higher. Right here, we had this impulsive move with this open order that is yet to be mitigated. We had this impulsive move, break of market structure, and now we're anticipating price to actually come down here to close this order, and we have the opening and the 50% already marked. We have the opening and the 50% of the candle already marked, and it's so interesting to see that we also have, it's so interesting to see that we also have a liquidity area. So we are most likely to see price do its thing around here. I'm not interested in what price wants to do here. I'm only interested if price gets down to this point. I'll only be interested when price gets down to this point, because that area is my point of interest. That is my point of interest, and I'm going to name it my POI. I'm going to name it my POI. When price gets to that area, I'll be interested to go short on it, because this liquidity will be cleared. This liquidity will be cleared, and price is most likely to move from here. If we should go down to lower time frame, we begin to see reasons why we are looking to go long from here. But the daily time frame has done justice to why we're expecting price to drop to this point before price flies in making a new high, because the dollar has been on some steroids for some time, moving aggressively to the upside. Moving aggressively to the upside. So the next one we'll be looking out for, I just have few pairs, very few pairs. The next one we're looking out for is USDCHF. USDCHF as the next one I'll be looking out for. USDCHF. Let's wait for the chart to load. USDCHF. So we're back to doing our weekly breakdown on them. Let's get ourselves plugged in, because informations upon informations will be shared across Trade House, across Shifu Forex group. So let's get ourselves plugged in. Let's get ourselves plugged in. Let's get ourselves plugged in. So I'm seeing messages on the chat box. I'm seeing messages on the chat box. Yeah, right here. My boss is right here. My boss is here. The CEO of Shifu Forex. is here. I feel let's just put a 111 on the chat box to welcome him. He's right here. He's right here. He's right here. It's right here. So let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So can you please unmute yourself and just say hello to us before we continue?
Hey, my boys, my bro, Gideon. You guys are blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed. I hope everything is fine.
Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good.
Everything good.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm just preparing myself. I'm gonna get my laptop. I may be able to join in and give my 1 or 2 nuggets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll hear from me shortly.
Okay, no problem, sir. No problem. No problem. So I guess my system just hooked. So let's wait for this to just get loaded. Let's wait for this to just get loaded. I think I'll have to reload my page. So a little bit of patience will be needed right here. A little bit of patience is what is needed right here. Yeah, I guess it's back. Yeah, let's wait for it to finish loading. Let's wait for it to finish loading. So let's continue. So USD US dollar has been on a massive move to the upside, and the funny thing here is it's not been really giving us opportunities to scale into the chart the way we really want to. It's just been moving. But now I think we're seeing an opportunity to actually scaling, and we're going to embrace it with the whole of our heart. You know, financial markets is all about being able to wait and wait. So right here we have Usdchf on the cards also. We have Usdchf on the cards. Usdchf on the cards. So right here, we're also expecting this to do the same thing with what UJ is doing, because you understand they're having USD as their base currency. So right here we have this aggressive move to the upside with broke structure, and now price has been trapped in this area. We have liquidity to the upside, we have liquidity to the downside, and now I'm anticipating price to actually move to the upside first of all to clear this liquidity at this upside, and also to make like a higher high. So it will be a higher high, higher low, a higher high. I'm anticipating a higher low to these 2-hour order block. All right, here we are targeting in between the opening and the 50%. And mind, we also have an imbalance area. We also have this imbalance area, this IPA level. Yes, we have this IPA. We have this IPA level. You just have to know what the chart is doing, and you wait for it to get to your to your area of interest. We have this improper price action level right there, and we also have a POI. We also have a POI. So all we have to do is just to sit down and wait for price to get to our entry, set our entry, and really forget about it. So that is for USDCHF. And the next right here is GBP card. Sorry, GBP USD, sorry. GBP USD. So right here on GBP USD, you know, the Great British Pound has been on a decline, all thanks to the strength coming from the US dollars, coming from the dollar index. So right here we have a move, this move to the downside. And if we should look closely, we had a manipulation right here. Price did as if we wanted to make a breakout, an aggressive move to the upside, and so many people were trapped in this move. So many people were trapped in this breakout as price moved aggressively and dropped, making a new low, breaking the last structure. So what are we anticipating right here? There's a break. We're waiting for a retest to the upside, a deep retracement level, and open order right there for us to go short, and open order right at this area for us to go short. And if we should check the daily time frame, which is the importance of moving from one time frame to another, it helps you to get different facts that support why you're trying to do a thing. So we're anticipating price to move to the upside. We have this order block, this large engulfing, and we have this opening right here, but I'll not like to take the opening. I'd like to take the 50%, and then on the opening, I'll mark out that area. I'll mark this whole area as an IPA level. I'll mark out the whole area as an IPA level. That's what I'm going to do. Mark out that area as an IPA improper price action. That's also known as imbalance, because price moved in one direction quickly and there was no time for retracement. So we're anticipating price retracement back to the upside for us to go lower on the chart. So if price should give us a very nice price action here, we are most likely to scale in and buy right to this point, which is already 192 pips. That is how you trade. That is how you look at the chart. So for GBP USD, that's what we're anticipating. Then the next pair we have here is Euro AUD. We have Euro AUD right here. We have Euro AUD. We've been milking this pair. The price has been doing what we actually want it to do on this pair. So we had this aggressive move to the downside. we had this area of liquidity, a double top, price took it out, and price dropped. Now, price has been moving in a corrective manner. Price has been moving in a corrective manner. And the last corrective move we had was this other block that was mitigated at the top, and also this one that was mitigated below. This liquidity that was cleared, and now price is back to the upside, leaving this IPA area, leaving this imbalance. So I'm anticipating price to drop to this imbalance, so we can get a long move right here. We can get a long move right at this point, which would be a potential 400 pips price to move to the upside before we anticipate this down move down to the weekly order block. We have an open order on the weekly time frame. So this is going to be a whole lot of swing trading, and the potential pips that could be caught at this level is around, if I'm not mistaken, is around 1,116 pips. Last year at the point in time we caught 1,100 pips on Euro NZD, and now we are seeing a potential 1,000 pips on Euro AUD. Let's see if we can get positioned rightly and see if we can actually get in on this trade. So my bias on this, we're going to wait. It's actually quality over quantity, swing trading, pure swing trading. And that's the best way to trade. Pick it from the swing and enjoy a ride with it. And in between, you just scale to get your 100 pips, 50 pips, and you keep your account healthy. So for the next pair we'll be looking out for, which I think is the last before I hand over the platform to the boss himself. This is GBP South African Rand. So right here we had this move. We had this move that took our liquidity right here, and price flew to the upside. You know, when price moves aggressively like that, it has to slow down, take its breath, retrace potentially to a deep Fibonacci level before the journey to the upside actually continues. Before the journey to the upside actually continues. So when price did this, there were a lot of imbalances here. Now, something happened at this point. Something happened at this point. Retail traders have been taught whenever they see an impulsive move, then you have a flag, then the breakout to the upside. But these moves, the institution know that they exist and they usually use them against you. So whenever you see chart patterns forming, be very wary, be very careful of what will be the aftermath. Like what happened here, we had an impulsive move, we had a corrective move, a flag, and so many people were looking to buy. Now, at this point here, there are so many orders, so many entry orders at this point, so many entry orders at that point. That is why price moved aggressively, broke out of that point, activated those orders, and turned back down. Breaking this previous structure. Remember, we're still operating in between this swing. So price broke this previous structure with this move, and now price is trying to retrace each step to the upside for us to get a touch here. Then we drop to a deep Fibonacci retracement level or institutional point of interest before the move continues. Remember, all this happening here are just retracement, and you can gain from them while still holding your move from the downside, your original move from the downside. You can gain from here and still enter at this point. So that is what we are looking out for on Gbpusd. What just happened here? We had this move now on the manipulation. So we're anticipating price to come to this area to fill this improper price action, and also to fill this IPA level below, and there is an open order block right here. So we're anticipating price to go up, clear up this liquidity at this point here, and fill this imbalance right here before we get a drop to this imbalance. So this imbalance right here, and potentially that to mitigate that order block before the move to the upside will continue. So it's just going to be an impulsive corrective move. It's just going to be an impulsive corrective move.